probably the quickest and easiest of all the things that I do with this bread dough is I like to make breadsticks. So what I suggest you do is you just go ahead and take your bread and you're just going to make this so it's nice and flat. And then once you get it so that it is, you know, a nice rectangle shape, you can have two choices. You can either just go ahead and put this all on your pan and then decorate and then just cut like that. That's quick and easy. It's just to go ahead, like I said, put this on your pan and cut it and decorate. Or the other thing you can do is actually shape them. So I'm going to show you how I shape them. So as I said, you can just put it in, dress it is what I call it, and then just cut it into pieces. But it's sort of fun to make it a little bit fancier. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to put a little bit of fat. It could be oil. It can be, this happens to be olive oil. It's sort of my go-to. You just sort of massage that over the top of it. Once you've done that, I'm going to put in some different types of spices. The first thing is I'm going to put just a little bit of salt on the top. I have looked into recipes for like the Olive Garden, and this is one of the things that they told me, and several of my sources. I'm now sprinkling with a little bit of oregano. You can make your them spicy. You can make them sweet. You can put, oops, sorry, almost did nutmeg. So that was a good catch. Instead of nutmeg, I want to put basil. So I'm going to put, so far I put a little bit of salt, a little bit of oregano, a little bit of basil. Once I have put that on, then I am going to put a little bit of garlic powder, just a little bit. Now, if I wanted to, I could put Parmesan cheese, cheddar cheese, whatever. I could put whatever I want on top of these. Like I said, you can make them spicy. Once I have done that, I'm going to cut them into strips. So this makes about 16 strips, and I'm just cutting them about 1 inch wide, probably about 3 inches long. And I'm going to just make them into twists and let them rise just a little bit, and then I will bake them. So let me show you the twisting process. Okay, so I take my pan, and I'm just going to take one of these breadsticks. And what I like to do is actually fold them in half, and then just twist like this so that the filling is on the inside. And again, take one, stretch it out just a little bit, twist, and put in. The fun thing about bread dough, if you have noticed from some of the videos that I've been making, is that you can pretty much choose what you want. That using a basic bread dough like this one is, that you have lots and lots of options, and that you can sort of look through what you have in your cupboard, what you have leftovers in your kitchen, and you can just go ahead and make wonderful things to eat with what you have. And the nice thing about bread is most bread is very, doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. So you can add whatever kind of bread, whatever flavors you want to make it fun and exciting. And again, I'm just going to keep folding and twisting. You don't have to fold and twist. You can just make them flat if you want. You can make it as involved as you want. You could put them into pretzel shapes. You get to be the boss and get to figure out how you think they would be fun and fun to eat. These work really well with soup. They work really well alongside spaghetti and other kinds of pastas. Again, they're just fun, and homemade bread is always good. So again, I'm going to just keep folding and twisting. I will then let these lighten up. What I mean by that is I'm going to let them proof for about a half an hour, and then I'm going to bake them. Because these are not as thick as regular bread, I'm actually going to cook it at a little bit higher temperature, closer to 400 degrees. And the thinner bread is, the faster you want to cook it. The thicker a bread is, the slower you want to cook it. So again, I'm just about done here, and I'll show you what this looks like. So that made my 16 breadsticks. So this is what they look like now.